All right. I think I'm finally back with commentary. I've been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes trying to do this. So I just need the approval that there's finally sound while I'm doing this. Oh, great, folks. I've been talking great about Bob Huggins and Stanford for the last 10 minutes, and apparently nobody heard it. How appropriate. As Stanford leads 7-6. I'm finally back on the call. This feels good, but I apologize, folks. This has been a nightmare for me from a production standpoint. I have nobody but myself to blame and those pesky interns that we do not employ at the neutral site. As Davis tries to get some lane. De Silva been very quiet today. Trying to get him going. And Deshibe says, no! Give him the Dikembe wag. The big guy. Send it into the bleachers. Fitzmort's trying to find somebody. Finally get somebody. Pass out to Delaire at the wing. Beskin doesn't play a whole lot of minutes, but clearly they're going to the bench here early. And the miss out to McBride. We have one pretty solid viewer in the comment section. And yes, I agree. Jordan McCabe was basically a walking W back in high school, but I guess Huggy Bear disagrees. Hey, he's a D1 athlete, though. I am in no way, shape, or form talking bad about him. And the block. West Virginia's got numbers. Will they use them? Out to McBride. Out to Culver. Culver with the layup. Good. And that puts West Virginia back up 8-7. And Stanford's going to take a timeout. 8-7. I got what I wanted. I'm finally getting a close game here. And for all of you that didn't hear me earlier when I was talking about the commentating crews, Jared had some technical difficulties. So we weren't able to use his team today. But hopefully Jared will be on the show later. Probably has a lot to do with the reception here on my end. As Fitzmorris goes up with a tough take. I will be joined by guest color commentator Carson for the Florida game, which I'm sure he's excited about, as well as Duke and Bradley tonight, as there's an offensive 3-second violation, which you just hate seeing those. But we'll be doing those two games tonight. Florida-Houston will be at 8, hopefully, subject to change, and Duke-Bradley will be on just after that, as Bescon tries to get to the basket. And he steps out of bounds. Turnover goes to the Mountaineers. As Culver throws it into Sherman. McBride out at the top of the key. Basically just looking into a sea of abyss with absolutely no intention to do anything of the sort. As he drives, throws it out to Culver, not known for his jump shot. And the really long name with O's that has to be of some foreign dialect that I'm not that familiar with, because I can't read that, but... And White with the layup. Osubuihan. Yep, no, probably butchered that, folks. I apologize for that. We're just going to call him Oso. We'll call him Oso. McBride. Going to find some traffic, but he goes up strong with the layup. Stanford's still up 11-10, though, with 38 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The and one for Stanford. Folks, I'm not gonna lie. This is not as fun as commentating with somebody else. It's really not. But as Derek Culver runs the point in something that I didn't think I needed to see. But and the contested layup is no good. Rebound out to Stanford with the outlet pass out to White. White to the corner. Stanford, no. Kasunas with the rebound and no good, but a foul on Derek Culver. Stanford showed up to play today, and we've had some pretty big upsets in this tournament. If you haven't checked it out already, Stephen F. Austin upset Auburn earlier today in our bracket, as did New Mexico State over Oregon, and you pesky New Mexico State fans ate that up, and we love to see it. Hopefully we'll be seeing you more on the neutral site, even though we don't cover New Mexico State. We'd love to have you here at the neutral site. If you haven't checked out our stuff, check us out at Neutral Site Show. As Rugg takes a contested 3, that's not even close. We'll be sure to have more material after this game, which, if you want to have a game, count how many times I plug our own show. But hey, that's marketing, folks. That's why we're here. And then if you haven't checked out our joint production with Hutch and Huber podcast, that has done an amazing job with their content so far, getting a lot of the big games, including the Oregon upset. Then be sure to check them out at Hutch and Huber. They're doing a tremendous job with there. We've been really happy to be able to do this project with them. They have been nothing but professional, friendly, considering we've known them for a little over 10 years now. But they've done an amazing job over there. They've really made our job here at the neutral site a lot easier, and cannot speak highly of their work that they've done so far. If you haven't checked them out, highly recommend it, even outside of our March Madness 2K Sim bracket, as West Virginia is down 14-10. As Napper gets it down to Osa. Osa kicks it out. They got to get a shot on. Napper takes the 3. No good. Rebound out to Kasunas. And the dunk by Fitzmaurice. He points back at him. Ooh, the big fella. Send it in. If only his name was Jerome, but is not. Out the route with the layup. No good. Derek Culver goes for the putback. Stuffs himself. Not what you want to see. Out to White. White to Harrington for the 3. No good. Rebound out to Culver. Culver's pretty productive on the board so far. Pretty solid for the Mountaineers, but they need a little offensive production if they're going to climb out of this 6-point deficit with 8:31 to go left in the half. Napper out to Osa. And 0.9 left on the shot clock, but out of bounds. Questionable call there, but it's going to stay with the Mountaineers. West Virginia's got to try and find an open shot here. And they're going to get it. The 3, no good. Rebound out to Dallaire. Dallaire's going to take it, goes to the corner. Can't find anything. Kasunas comes out to help him. Drives out to De Silva. Haven't called his name much today. De Silva versus Culver. De Silva sizes up Culver. Out to Dallaire, out to White. 1 on the shot clock. The contested 3, no good. Rebound out to Route. Sherman can't get anything going. Has to pick up his dribble out to Napper. Napper out to Culver. Culver, finally something on the offensive side for West Virginia, as Culver's fouled by De Silva. And Culver hits the first free throw. And he's going to knock down both of them. 16-12. Stanford Cardinals over the West Virginia Mountaineers with 7:35 to go. White out at the top of the key. He's going to get an open 3 if he wants it. He takes it. No good. Rebound out to Napper, who was able to box out the layer there for the undersized rebound. Out to Culver. No good. De Silva with the rebound out to White. Stanford pushing the tempo. Oh, and the foul on Matthews Jr. He looked like his hands were straight up. But they're not going to give him the ball. That's going to translate to at least 1 point here for Stanford as White hits his first and hits his second. Nothing but nylon. And Haley out the top of the key. Out to Sheboy. Finally checks back into the game. Sheboy out to Matthews Jr. for the 3. Not really been a bright spot for West Virginia today, shooting from 3. As White Takes out top of the key. He's got a mismatch if he wants to drive. He does not. He's looking for an option. He gets a pick. White. Sheboy on him. Sheboy locks him down. Has to force up a jumper that almost goes in. Route out to Haley. Stanford up 18-12 right now on West Virginia in this 6-11 matchup as Sheboy catches the ball at the free throw line. Haley trying to find something. Mack out at the top of the key. Matthews Jr. He's going to spin. He's going to try and find an opening, and he's blocked with .7 to go on the shot clock. Harler trying to get the ball in, trying to get something going. Going to get out to Sheboy for the three, in and outs. West Virginia couldn't buy a bucket right now if it was a 2-for-1 sale. They are absolutely shooting abysmal from the field right now as Stanford's up 18-12. Jones looks for the shot, can't get it, but the rebound, or the steal, I apologize, out to Sheboy, out to Harler. They didn't really use the up-tempo transition numbers there that they had, but at this point, West Virginia hasn't done a lot right today. I wouldn't expect anything less. Sheboy with the behind the back to Harler. Is that what they get? And they finally get a jumper to go. 18-14, Stanford with 5:27 left to go in the half. Terry, not to be confused with Terrico. Willis loses it. Sheboy almost steals it, but back out to Wills. Davis with a spin move, trying to find an opening to the lane. He gets it, no good. Rebound out to Harler with the contested defense. He deserved every bit of that reward that he got there. Haley trying to make something happen here for the Mountaineers. The jump stop and the beautiful layup. Jermaine Haley. Still Cardinals with the lead, 18-16. I apologize, I'm from Louisville. The Stanford Cardinal. As Terry takes the contested three, he says, "In your face, Landon. Call us by the right mascot." Oh, no, it looks like there was a foot on the line there. As Stanford leads 20-16. Sheboy, this is one thing that West Virginia is going to need to realize soon, is Sheboy on the exterior is not a winning formula here. As Mack with the three, and he's going to hit it. What a spot. What a necessary shot. A spot up for the guy, for the fella. De Silva out at the free throw line. Sizes him up. Terry with another open three. No good. Rebound though out to Jones. And the big fella's fouled by Sheboy. First free throw is good for Jones. Second one is also good. Sheboy out to McBride. Sheboy running the point. Coach Huggins' quarter zip might be on too tight here, but who am I to judge? Sheboy out to McBride, out to Harler. Takes a contested jumper, no good. Rebound out to Terry. Terry's going to drive. He's going to take the Steph Curry floater, and he's going to hit it. Steph Curry, be proud of that one. Little California action for you. As Sheboy out of the top, trying to find something right there. West Virginia still hasn't made that adjustment yet, putting Sheboy on the post just yet, but maybe we'll see it, maybe we won't. Could be the key for success for this West Virginia comeback as Sheboy gets it in the post. A fadeaway. No good. Rebound out to Wills. Wills with the pocket pass to De Silva with the dunk. Stanford up 7 on the favored Mountaineers. Sheboy out the wing trying to make something happen here. Very much forcing it as he brings it back out. Sheboy out to McBride. McBride drives, cut off, gets a jumper though, and he hits it. Just what the doctor ordered. Terry. Out to Best Kind. Best Kind. Out to Jones. Jones to Terry, the contested three-pointer. He's been hitting him. No good. The rebound out to Harler after tipped in the air. Harler drives. He's fouled by Jones on the play. And Harler gonna hit the first. Can he hit the second? He will. Cuts the lead down to 3 for the Stanford Cardinal. Wills, he's got a little bit of lane. He wants to use it. The pass, though, the Kasunas with a little bit of contact. They could have called that a foul, but they're going to let it go. Still, Kasunas with the layup to put Stanford up 28-23 with 1:43 left to go in the first half. Folks, this is another time to tell you that we are pseudo-sponsored by Libs Paving. Libs Paving. For all your paving needs in the Kentuckiana area, look no further than the fine folks at Libs Paving with the highest quality in the area. If you're looking for any of your paving needs, feel free to reach out to Libs Paving. They've been a hallmark in this area for a long, long time, and there's no way that they'll be going away anytime soon. Libs Paving. McBride out to Harler. Harler with a contested 3, no good. Wills rebound transition now, 3-on-2 for the Stanford Cardinals. Terry's going to take another 3, and he got it. 31-23 Stanford. West Virginia wants to push it, though. They get it out to Culver at the wing. Culver drives on Kasunas with the left hand into the post. He takes a right-handed contested floater, no good. Rebound out to Wills. With the pass to Terry, the slashing Terry. Stanford is absolutely putting it on West Virginia right now, as they lead 33-23. Culver drives, and that's exactly what they needed right there. 33-25, though. However, Stanford's offense has been looking exceptionally well in this second quarter. Will that continue? Ask Bryce Wills, who misses it. Rebound out to Culver. Rebound out to Harler. Oh, and he throws it. He does a James Worthy right back to Terry. Terry hits the layup. Harler, what are you doing? 35-25 Stanford Cardinal right now, as West Virginia tries to end the half with some momentum right here, as McBride sits at the top of the key. Takes a contested jumper, no good. And that's going to do it for us in the first half here, folks. Stanford, the 11th seed, playing very, very well, have a 10-point lead over the West Virginia Mountaineers, 35-25. Shockingly enough, with all sarcasm in quotes, Tyrell Terry with 16 points for the Stanford Cardinal. Tyrell Terry has been averaging 14.6 points per game this year. Has been one of the 2 players for Stanford averaging over 10 points per game, the other being Oscar da Silva. Tyrell Terry has been a very good sharpshooter from Minneapolis, Minnesota for the Cardinal in his career there. And if he continues it today, he might play himself into a few workouts for some NBA teams. I don't have sources, folks, but let's dare to dream. Daring to dream. Culver tries to make a layup, but he can't hit as Terry gets an open 3. No good. Rebound out to Spencer Jones, who can't corral it. Rebound out to West Virginia. Jermaine Haley drives, spins, brings it back out after he can't find anything. Haley can't get anything going. Nearly double teamed. Brings it out to the wing. Haley with the pick from Culver is going to use it. 1 left on the shot clock. Haley throws it up. No good. The long rebound out to Matthews Jr. The shot clock resets for the Mountaineers. McCabe telling everybody to go away, but he's not even looking at the basket. As Haley gets pickpocketed from Tyrell Terry. Terry takes the step back three. No good. Out to Culver. And Culver out to Haley for the Mountaineers. They need to get something going here. The offense has been stagnant. I feel like I'm watching an Archie Miller best of. As sad as that sounds. Haley with the layup. Out to Culver with the nice pass. Out to McCabe. You got to go up with it, big fella. McCabe takes the contested three. No good. Out to Spencer Jones. Out to Bryce Wills. Wills going to get it. He's going to drive with the contested layup. No good. Rebound out to Matthews Jr. And they're running. Out to McCabe. Jordan McCabe. Not done much for the Mountaineers today. Out to Jermaine Haley. They need Jermaine Haley to get going as he takes the three. No good. Another Stanford rebound. Out to Dejon Davis. Davis out to Wills. No good. Rebound for West Virginia. 35-25. Stanford Cardinal with 7:46 to go left in the game. And it's pickpocketed by Tyrell Terry. He's got the Silva and Wills if he wants. He gets it out to Wills. Wills with the contested layup. It's good. Stanford 37-25. 2K said no foul, even though he was hacked like this was a horror movie. But that's okay. This is March, folks. We don't pay to watch the refs. As Jermaine Haley tries to get it. Another pickpocket by Stanford. Out to Bryce Wills. Wills out to Tyrell Terry for the three. No good. But the rebound by Jones, and it's taken away by Matthews Jr. Haley, and it's another steal for Stanford. Bryce Wills ahead of the pack. The foul, no good with the layup. Another foul on Matthews Jr. That's his second. $37-25. Stanford Cardinal. Not how a lot of us expected this game to go, but considering Stanford's been able to shut down Oscar Tshiebwe and Jermaine Haley while also seeing over 16 points in that first half from Tyrell Terry, makes a lot of sense as to why they're up 13 with 7 left to go in the third. As we see the IM team at the March Madness tournament, as they called it in the locker room. Tshiebwe running the point again for West Virginia. Do not understand the logic behind this. But at this point, West Virginia's got to find something to get them out of this funk. Tshiebwe gets an open jumper with those moves. No good, though. Looking like a 7th grade YMCA team right there as Davis catches it out the wing, out to White. White to Wills. Wills had a pretty productive game so far for the Stanford Cardinal as Matthews catches his third foul on the drive from Wills. Wills, though, misses the first free throw. And it's out to Culver. And Culver at the top of the key. Can't get anything going. Gets it out to Napper. Sherman gets the pick from Tshiebwe. Going to drive. Can't find anything. Tshiebwe posting up. They're going to get it to him. Tshiebwe with the fall away. Jumper no good. Davis leading the pack for the Cardinal. Will's going to drive. Going to get it out to De Silva with the layup. No good. Rebound out to Tshiebwe. Napper leads the charge for the Mountaineers out to Matthews Jr., who's fouled by White. Matthews Jr. tries to size up Wills. Can't get anything going, though. Kicks it out to Napper, out to Sherman on the left wing. Sherman tries to drive. He's stopped. Gets into the lane, out to Matthews Jr. for a contested three. Got it. However, a foul on Derek Culver as West Virginia cuts the lead to 10 for the Cardinal. 38-28 with 5:34 left to go in the second half or in the third quarter. Silva drives on Culver. trying to get Culver in foul trouble would be a huge asset for the Cardinal. Let's see if they can utilize that strategy. Out to De Silva. De Silva drives, cut off by Matthews Jr., who steals the ball for the Mountaineers. Matthews Jr., they do not have numbers, though, as they bring it back out. Sherman at the timeline. Out to Matthews Jr. Takes another contested three. No good. Rebound out to Sheboy. Who goes up with the layup? (38-30) Mountaineers with a little under 15 minutes to go in this game. Out to Wilson. Another steal by Matthews Jr. This man's playing like his life depends on it. As he drives, nothing but lane. And Matthews Jr. cuts the lead for the Mountaineers to 6. This is March, folks. More importantly, this is West Virginia basketball. As Wills tries to quiet the raucous West Virginia crowd. There's a foul away from the ball on Napper. Unfortunately for the Mountaineers, that kills a little bit of the momentum. But let's see if Stanford can get anything going on the offensive end. They've been a little non-existent for the last couple of minutes as White drives, goes for the layup, and they call the foul on Culver. That's his third. Not an ideal situation for the Mountaineers, but we'll see if Bob Huggins goes to his bench. Takes out Culver's. Isaac White misses the first free throw. Culver stays in the game. Bob Huggins, definitely known for his bold personality, and keeps the big man in the game as West Virginia trails by 7. And McBride is blocked on the other end by De Silva. White trying to lead the charge for Stanford. Gets in front of his man but pulls it back. White. He has a size advantage if he wants to take it. Out to Davis. Davis is going to get the pick. Raekwon Davis. He's got to force up a contested jumper. In and out. Out to Culver. McBride out to Harler. Harler's had himself a quietly productive day today as he goes behind the back to Culver. Culver trying to get something going here. And there's a foul away from the ball. An illegal screen on Harler. Bob Huggins is furious right now. Oh, no, he's just hungry. Never mind. Isaac White, though, at the top of the key. Trying to get something going as the Cardinal are up 7 on Isaac White. Is a fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound out to Dallaire. He wanted it more, and he's going to get it. The layup for Jaden Dallaire. As Stanford goes back up 9 with a little under 13 left to go in the game. McBride, the layup. No good. Rebound out to Osa. Out to Harler, back out to McBride. They're going to reset. McBride going to drive. Kicks it back out to Sherman with 5 left on the shot clock. Culver out to McBride. He's going to have to force up a contested 3. No good. Rebound out to Stanford. White out to Davis. Raekwon Davis. Played some valuable minutes for the Cardinal this season. Wouldn't be any less different in March as De Silva goes up. And that's the 4th on Culver. Will Coach Huggins take him out of the game? And he's leaving him in. Folks, I've seen some bold decisions in my life. And this, while not one of them, is a bold decision. As McBride gets the opening. Harler out the top of the key. And it's pickpocketed by Dallaire. Dallaire out to White with the transition layup. He got right behind the defense. Looking like Randy Moss in his prime. West Virginia, ironically, just got mossed. McBride drives, gets a layup, and he's hacked on the hand by Isaac White. Miles McBride at the line. Very, very reliable shooter for West Virginia this year as he hits his first, and it's his second free throw. Terry's going to drive. He's going to get the left. Tyrell Terry has been a revelation today for Stanford with 18 points on the day. McBride gets a little bit of an opening, drives to the cup, no good rebound out to Culver. Got to go up with it, go up with it. And he does not. Culver with the left-handed scoop shot, and it's in from the free throw line. Still Stanford up by 11 with 47 seconds to go in the third. Terry with a step-back jumper, no good. Rebound out to Osa. Osa out to Mack. McBride at the right wing. Gets it out to Harler. Harler playing more minutes than usual for the West Virginia Mountaineers as McBride tries to find an opening with less than 5 on the shot clock. He's going to have to throw up a contested jumper, or he gets out to Culver, and there's a shot clock violation before the foul. 47-36 here, folks, if you're just tuning in. Stanford could potentially pull off the upset here, and more importantly, break 50, which West Virginia may not even do at this point. It's Terry, who's been Stanford's best player by far today, tries to get something going with less than 5 on the shot clock. And he gets a 3, no good. However, Stanford up 11 with 10 minutes left to go in this game. As the Texas Roadhouse Peanuts cheerleaders throw a bunch of t-shirts into the stands. And Davis is going to bring it up for the Cardinal. Tyrell Terry gets an opening. He's going to take a pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound, bobbled, and out to Culver. Culver gets it out to Haley. Haley's running. Haley out to Jordan McCabe. McCabe out to Harler. Harler's got a little bit of room if he wants to drive, and he'll do just that, but brings it back out to Haley. Haley with 6 left on the shot clock. Out to Culver. Culver with the fadeaway. Looked rushed with less than 2 on the shot clock. No good. Rebound out to the Cardinal. Dallaire brings it up for Stanford. Terry thinks about a 3. Wouldn't have blamed him if he took it. Raekwon Davis, though, gives it right back to him as he sets up. Tries to find an opening. Out to Raekwon Davis for the 3, and he got it! Raekwon Davis' first 3 of the game is a big one for Stanford as they go 50-36 on the West Virginia Mountaineers. West Virginia out to McCabe, almost threw that one away. They do turn it over, though, as the ball last ricochets off McCabe. As Silva gives it to Wills to start the possession for the Cardinal. And a foul by Matthews Jr. That is also his 4th. At this point, though, if you're Coach Huggins, you have to keep both Culver and Matthews Jr. in for this game. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Down 14 with less than 8.5 to go in the game now. There is no substitute that is more valuable than them and their presence on the court right now. As West Virginia goes back to their starting 5 for the last 10 minutes, they get out to Sheboy. Sheboy at the layup, exactly what the doctor ordered for the big fella. Put it in the basket. As Stanford tries to answer back with this possession, out to Wills. Wills has a little bit of an opening. He drives. And another foul on Culver. Really glad that they get to utilize those 6 fouls in that new rule they just passed a week before the tournament. We apologize, folks. We have no control over that. However, Jermaine Haley has control of this offense, and let's see what he can do for the Mountaineers as he gets it back out to Matthews Jr. Haley, though, he's got an open jumper. He's not going to take it. Spin move into the basket out to Culver, who definitely not sponsored by Gatorade, but probably needs one right now. Thank you, NCAA. Out to Culver. Out to McCabe. Out the logo. McCabe hasn't taken many, if any, shots today. Well, he's taken a couple, but hasn't taken many shots today for the Mountaineers as Sheboy misses a fadeaway jumper. Wills gets it out to Raekwon Davis for another three. No good. Culver swoops in for the rebound. Out to Matthews Jr. with another contested three. No good. Not what the Mountaineers need right now in terms of shot quality. Wills with the layup. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Bryce Wills turning on the style. As Jermaine Haley out at the top of the key, trying to find the answer to Stanford's continuous torment of them on both sides. As Sheboy gets it out to Haley. Haley in the post throws a dangerous pass out to McCabe. That's caught by McCabe. McCabe down to Culver. With less than one on the shot clock, the fadeaway, no good. Rebound out to Stanford. Raekwon Davis drives. Kicks it back out to Bryce Wills. Wills not going to use the pick. And why not? He drives with the layup to put Stanford up 18 as West Virginia calls timeout. What a game from the Cardinal today. As they lead 56-38 with 6:12 left to go in the game. It's been a very, I wouldn't call it a seesaw effort, folks. This has been a pretty one-sided affair, mostly from the Cardinal after the first 10 minutes. They've been able to take a lot better shots, been able to utilize amazing guard play from Tyrell Terry and Bryce Wills. While not calling much of De Silva's name today, meanwhile West Virginia has taken a lot of contested jumpers, and while Derek Culver with plays like that, it's been pretty good for the Mountaineers today. Definitely not the production that they're used to from their starting five. As Terry takes it, he gets an open three. Why not? No good though to Sheboy with the rebound. Sheboy out to McCabe. McCabe drives. Gets the layup. Good. Good for Jordan McCabe. Cuts the lead down to 14 for the Cardinals. Stanford leads 56-42 with 5:18 left to go. As they take a timeout. Wills out to Davis. Davis with the tough layup, but he's going to hit it. And why not? Stanford's been making all those contested layups today. 58-42. Stanford on top of the Mountaineers. McCabe drives. He gets a little bit of an opening. Takes the layup. No good. De Silva with the tough defense, and he's going to corral the miss. David with the pass to Tyrell Terry. You wouldn't expect anything less from the guy. Another layup as Stanford goes up 60-42 in another blowout. Folks, if I didn't mention this earlier, I have called nothing but blowouts so far. In fact, the closest game we've done, I think, was a little over 20 points. So this would be a record. However, we have Houston, Florida tonight as well, which should be a really solid 8-9 matchup as Haley finally gets a three to go for the Mountaineers. And we'll also be calling Duke Bradley. Houston, Florida at 8, Duke Bradley at 9. Schedule is subject to change here on the Turner Neutral Site channel. As Wills with the fake can't get Sheboy out of his shoes. Spencer Jones trying to make some magic happen. Nothing, though out to Raekwon Davis for a contested three. No good. Rebound out to Derek Culver. Jermaine Haley trying to engineer the comeback of a century for the Mountaineers. down 15 with 3:45 left to go in this game. Matthews Jr. with the open three. He's going to knock it down. Not uncontested, my apologies. As Stanford still clinging on to a 12-point lead, albeit a very comfortable lead right now for the Cardinal. De Silva at the top of the key. Out to Tyrell Terry. Another three. No good. Just in and out. Looked like it was already on the way down. Out to Matthews Jr. Matthews Jr. takes the open layup. Good. Cuts the lead to 10 with 3 to go for the Mountaineers. Stanford still leads, though, by 10. Terry's going to drive. Out to Jones. Out to Davis at the top of the key. Davis out to Wills. He thinks about it. Chooses not to shoot. Now he takes the jumper. No good. Rebound out to Culver. West Virginia putting themselves a strong little run here. Haley. Not doing much at the top of the logo. Finally gets a pick from Sheboy. Out to Sheboy with the dunk. Stanford still up 8, but West Virginia has put themselves together a nice 10-0 run. Did not see that coming with 2 to go. Is it a little too late? We're going to find out as Wills takes the open jumper to silence the West Virginia crowd. Exactly what they need is Bryce Wills with 13 points today. Haley with the open three, no good. Culver, though, is going to corral the miss. The putback, no good. Rebound out to Wills. That might be the dagger right there, folks, as Tyrell Terry takes it at the top of the key. Terry's going to use a screen. He's going to get open with the pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound out to Culver. Haley with the three, no good. Rebound out to Spencer Jones. And De Silva's going to bring it up slowly for Stanford. Passes it to a cutting Jones, who then gives it right back to Davis. Out to Tyrell Terry at the top of the key. Will's going to take a contested three-pointer. No good. Rebound again out to Derek Culver, who's been an absolute monster on the boards today for the Mountaineers. It's Jermaine Haley with the step back in the jumper. Might be a little too late, but one of the best moves we've seen all day from the Mountaineers. Stanford leads with up 8 with a minute to go. Surprised the Mountaineers have not employed any fouling tactics yet, as Terry takes a contested, unadvised three. Rebound out to Haley. They can push this. Haley gets the three to cut the lead to 5 for Stanford. And they're going to foul Terry. Jermaine Haley has plenty to give, though, as Stanford calls a timeout. All right, perhaps I was wrong about the blowout. 62-57. Now, though I'm no basketball expert, I would believe that as Tyrell Terry, even though it's a little too early to say that, is definitely, if Stanford pulls this out, the bona fide player of the game. But if you're West Virginia here, and they do not foul, I think that is actually, and they do. I spoke into existence. I apologize, Mountaineers fans. As Will steps up to the line, hits the first. I would have waited personally. With 17 to go, he can still cut the lead to a one-possession game. As Wills, though, hits both free throws. Stanford goes up 7 with 36 seconds to go. Virginia trying to claw back in this game. Might be a little too late after that subpar performance in the second and third quarters. As McBride checks into the game. They get it out to Matthews Jr. He has a three. He's going to take it. No good. Rebound out to Jones. Raekwon Davis with it out to Wills. Wills pump fakes. Don't know why he would do that right now. And it looks like Stanford's going to call off the dog, or West Virginia's going to call off the dogs as Wills misses the three-pointer. Out to McCabe. Open three is going to miss it, and it looks like Stanford in Palo Alto is going to be celebrating after this game. Stanford pulls off the 11-6 upset over West Virginia, 64-57, and I might be just as happy as Stanford right now because I finally got to commentate a close game. However, speaking of people that are happy right now, Tyrell Terry, the player of the game, with 20 points for the Cardinal. Bryce Wills chips in 15. And then on the other side, Emmett Matthews Jr. with 12, Jermaine Haley and Derek Culver with 10, Oscar Shibwe with a subdued performance today, unfortunately, for the Mountaineers. Folks, if you've enjoyed today's show, if you've enjoyed this broadcast, please check in with our other episodes that we're doing for our TNS March Madness 2K Sim bracket. We'll be on the call for 2 more games tonight. We've put our schedule out on our YouTube page, and we have been calling games along with Hutch and Huber, who've been doing a tremendous job over there, with some notable upsets, as I mentioned earlier, with Auburn, Stephen F. Austin, and New Mexico State, Oregon, and at this point, our 6 seeds are 0 for 3, so I wouldn't expect anything to change at this rate. So looking at the bracket, Stanford is going to get Michigan State in the Midwest bracket, Baylor's bracket, and what should be an exciting 3-11 matchup, actually. So, folks, if you've enjoyed it, check us out at the Neutral Site, at Neutral Site Show on Twitter. And until then, thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you. Stay neutral, stay safe, and talk to you soon.